Good morning. Kelvin Hagan here, filling in. It's a little bit late. I'm giving folks a few minutes to come on in for Agape's Monday morning prayer. Been some technical difficulties or something, and Reverend Caroline was unable to get on. So I've got a little bit of time this morning, so I'm taking some time in. I get to do the morning prayer. So here I am. Let's give it a few minutes for a few folks to come on live. And then we'll get into the prayer. I don't have anything to read. I didn't prepare anything. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's going on. My name is Kelvin Hagan, and I'm an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner, and it's my joy to be able to be with you here this morning. Now, I can't do it because I'm doing this on my phone. I can't share this to my page yet till afterwards. However, I invite you to please share this onto your page so maybe somebody else will see it that could really benefit from it. It's wonderful how many folks find Agape through little things like somebody else's reposting of a service, or reposting of a prayer, or reposting of a meditation. So, today I got a call this morning about the news and the stuff going on in the world, and yeah, world's got some interesting stuff going on, but guess what? It always has. And it always will have some interesting stuff going on. So I like to remember for myself that God is. That means God is. God is it. And it is everything that is. So, I don't watch the news. I stay up on a little bit of the events. I know what's going on in the world, but the news, it's not the truth. It's not even the facts. And we need to set aside sometimes too what is facts, and we need to see the world that we want to see. And that's all right here. Because the only thing in this world I can change is me. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Zane. We are the tipping point. Yes, we are. I am the one I've been waiting for. And and the only thing I can change is, and you know how freeing that is? Think about that. How freeing it is to know that the only thing I can change is me. But here's the cool thing is, when I change me, I change my perception of everything that's taking place out in the world, and somehow, by changing my perception of what's going on in the world, suddenly the world is more loving, more peaceful, more compassionate. Hello, Shawnee. Good morning. That is, Zane, full freedom and power. The only thing I can change is me. I read something the other day. I put it in a book, on a post. Oh God, I can't remember the quote now. I wish I had it in front of me, but it was just. Give me 1 second. Forgiveness and gratitude. Forgiveness and gratitude. Gosh, it was such a great quote, and it just sparked the mind to start thinking about it. Oh well, it's back a couple of days on my line. If you want to go through all the posts I have and look at it, you can. But for things to be real, here's the thing is, we watch the news and we think that's real. It's not. Did you know that the most peaceful 100 years in the history of humankind, if you go from this moment back 100 years, that's the most peaceful time in the history of humankind. And an hour from now, I can say that again, and it'll still be correct. The world is more peaceful today than it's ever been, and yet people are seeing nothing but the violence and the fear. Look it up. A smaller percentage of the world, because people have been waking up in so many ways, a smaller percentage of the world is experiencing violence per capita than ever in the history of humankind. Good morning, Marvin. Hi, Lenoris. Than ever. You know, 100-something years ago, it was unheard of to have organizations based on the welfare of other animals, other species, and now it's billions of dollars are spent every year to take care of and to bring attention to the plight of other animals, other species besides human beings. How cool is that, right? Right? So when you're looking around the world, what are you seeing? And I'm going to challenge you on this, because if you're seeing fear, hate, and anger, and you're not seeing love, compassion, and joy, it's because you're looking for it. It's because you're looking for it. It's like, so I'm just not going to look for it. I'm going to acknowledge the only thing I can change is me. My awareness of who and whose I am. That's the beauty of it. When you start doing that, everything starts to feel like a miracle. Morning, Lamar, Kimberly, Yolanda, Celeste. Sorry I was coming on a little late today. I was not scheduled, but nobody had gotten on, so I texted and got asked to come in and do this for us this morning, so I got to do the prayer. So welcome. I'm Kelvin Hagan, and I'm blessed to be here. We got a small crowd in here now, but a lot of folks will come by and see it in the recording, and I'm so glad that I could be here. But be here. Be here. And here's something else that's really neat. You know what's always here? Right here and right now? My body. That's right. The only thing that ever leaves the now is our thoughts, our perceptions. That's why Easy Peasy Threesy works so well. 3 breaths. Because it brings me back to this moment right here, right now, in my body. Consciously breathing. Consciously walking. Consciously looking around and seeing the things that are all around us. My God, again, I challenge you to do that. Today, when you walk around, really look at where you're going. And even if you've been there 1,000 times, the same little few steps, I guarantee if you truly look from the now, you'll see things you haven't seen before that have always been there. I was doing that up on the mountain last weekend, and it was amazing. Not this last weekend, the one before it. It was absolutely amazing. Walking, sitting, meditating in the same spot on the same piece of boulder up on this mountain, and I saw things brand new I'd never seen before. They've always been there. What did I change? I changed my perception. I changed me, and everything I was looking at changed. It's circulation. Beautiful, isn't it? So, I am the love I've been looking for. Hi, Celeste. Okay, so we got a few folks on here. I'm going to go and get into prayer again. I'm Kelvin Hagan. This is starting a little bit late, and it is my absolute joy to get to be here with us today. I am so grateful. I'm grateful that I got up this morning, had my cat snugging me in. I'm grateful for the first breaths I took as I woke up, and I thought, I am grateful. That's where I try to go. That's where I do go most mornings. Go to gratitude. Wake up in gratitude. I am grateful that I woke up this morning. I am grateful that I get to be me today. I am grateful for this weekend and the events that I have planned coming up starting Friday. I am grateful for my feet firmly planted on the ground right here, right now, experiencing the coolness of the patio. I am grateful for Agape and the amazing things it's brought into my life as it's helped me to be able to expand who and whose I am. I am grateful for each and every one of us here. I am grateful for the life that we bring to this planet. I am grateful that I get to be. And I know that everything that I get to be in is God. That's right. Life, and it's the only thing taking place. It is everywhere. It is everything. There is no thing that it is not. God is. Life is. It. The it is everywhere. The it is everywhere, down to the smallest little molecule and atom in my body, to the furthest star in the galaxy and beyond. There's so many galaxies. And it's all God. It's all one thing. Omnipresence of God is everywhere, is everything. The omni-joy of God is everywhere, is everything. The omni-abundance of God is everywhere. The only lack there is in this universe, the only lack there is in God, is my own thoughts and perceptions. God is. That's so simple and so freeing, because if God is, period, then I am, period. I am what God is. God is what I am. I get to be here, living, breathing, as a human being, inside and as the one life of God. The divinity is undeniable in who and whose I am. That's what I am. It's what we are. It's what each one of you here is. We are. You are. The divine, breathing, living life of God. The beautiful simplicity of that. It's just bathing my soul right now, knowing that we are what God is. And it's all we can be. We cannot be anything but the living, breathing life of God. I love that. Knowing this to be the absolute truth, and knowing that as the living, breathing life of God, I get to choose how I perceive the world. I get to choose what I radiate out into the world. I get to be the living, breathing love of God. I get to know that all that God is, we have, right here, right now. So as I hold each one of us and I declare right here, right now, that the perfect life of God is taking place right now where we are. Where each individual one of the we is right here, right now. God is. God is because we are. So as I look out into the world and I know that today is more peaceful than yesterday and yesterday was more peaceful than the day before, I know that the perfect love of God is everywhere in everything. I don't get to choose. We don't get to choose. We get to go for this ride. And the only thing we get to drive is our body. I get to. Say that with me. I get to. I get to. I get to be me. And that's more than enough. It's like Ricky Beebe says, in the land of I am, more than in the land of I am, more than I have been, I am. More than I will be, I am. All that I am. So know this, that right now the perfect healing of God is taking place in your life, in your body, in your soul, in the true being of who we are. The perfect love of God is there. That everywhere in the world that we look, whether it seems peaceful in the vision eye or war-torn or whatever it may be, God is right there and peace is right there in the midst of that. I choose to see the peace. I am the peace. We are the peace. Feels good. Take 3 breaths with me right here, right now. So right now, I hold each and every one of us in the loving grace of God. I know that in that loving grace of God, that God is because we are, and that we are the perfect life, the perfect love, the perfect abundance, the perfect joy, the perfect laughter of God. Right here, right now. The simple truth is that there is only you and me. There is only you and me. And you and me is everything. Everywhere. Life is lifing for us. Right here, right now. See that. Know that. I today will see the love and the light of God in everybody I see and everywhere I go. I today, say it with me, will live each moment right here, right now. I will feel my feet walking on the pavement. I will feel the air breathing into my lungs. I will be here now. Knowing that right here, right now, this is the beginning of me, and I get to begin every moment, every day. Join me. Ha ha! See past the facts and know that we are we are all that we are. I give thanks for the glory and the beauty of this loving world and this loving life and these words and the strength and the power that resides in me. I give thanks for the power that resides in we, each one of us. And I let it go. I release every doubt, every fear. I release everything into the big love, the big yes, the big all, the big it. And I say, and so it is. Amen. So whatever your prayers you have here in the comments, I'm going to be going over them a little bit later on. Know that where you are the vibration of God right there, right now. It is done. It is done. It is done. So glad I could join you all for this unprepared for time in the beautiful love of God. I get to be me here with us. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I love you. I love you. I love you. So, hey, take some time. There should be somebody back on here for the noon meditation. I'm not scheduled, but I'm going to look at my schedule. If somebody's not there, I'm going to do what I can do, if I can do it. And Agape, go to agapelive.com. Look at everything they got going on. When I'm doing the Agape prac table at Agape on Sundays, and I talk to people about what's going on and how they can be involved and what practitioners do. I'm an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner. For me, that means I'm available, period. You got any questions? You need a prayer? You just need to talk? You need somebody to listen? Call me up. Look me up here on Facebook. Go to agapepractitioners.com, and you can look up all the active practitioners, and you can find one that suits you. Because like Reverend Michael said, the time for people to have their own spiritual guide and practitioners is just that, to help guide people through it. I know. I turn to my practitioner all the time. Helps keep me on the, I'm not going to say the straight and narrow, helps keep me in the truth. Because here you go, ask yourself this right now, especially if you're feeling any fear and doubt. Just ask this one question. What is the truth? That's what a spiritual practitioner is here to do, to remind you, to remind me of what the truth is. Look it up. Go to agapelive.com. Go to agapepractitioners.com. Look me up. I'm Kelwin Hagen. You can find me on Facebook and call me right through that. I answer and I call back. And I just, so blessed I got to be here this morning with us. I love you. Peace.